Good evening and welcome to what should be or was probably going to be my final update for this trade in the Tesla January 2020 700 strike calls. Um, Very much underwater in them. They've essentially gone to zero. I think they might be trading at a dime right now. I'm not expecting too much out of them. Actually, I'm not expecting anything out of them at this point. Actually, yeah, hey, bid ask 12 to 13 cents. So it's not a complete 100% loss yet. There's still hope. So we'll see what goes on in the future. But this is just an update I want to put out that you'll probably never ever hear or see from any of the trading educators that you follow or any of your favorite FinTwits, StockTwits personalities, or Twitterites, or whatever you want to call them. I was wrong, plain and simple. Price action has now broken below the long-term trend. I'm out of the shares that I was in, and we'll continue to hold these 700 calls. Maybe I'll get a bounce. Maybe their delivery numbers or production numbers will be extremely higher than what everybody imagines. Um, yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than simply I was wrong. We had the break of the trend, perfect back test, rejection, and now we're down another $50 from that test. So CNBC is calling for what was it, 180, 175 to 180 level, which takes it down to the bottom end of the consolidation range from 2014 to 2016. Um, just historically, from following CNBC's talking heads, they've been historically wrong, and when they call for extremes, it's usually the bottom. So could be very close to a bottom. Friday's price action was absolutely atrocious, and you can see these huge red bars on massive selling days. There's liquidation, investment funds, institutions. If you follow 13Fs, there are a lot of huge investors that are dumping their shares, if not liquidating them. So it tells me, or at least implies to me, that Tesla may not be investable at this point until there is some sort of positive development in the name. Um, their fundamentals are catching up with the stock price, or the stock price catching up with the fundamentals. However you want to look at it, fundamentals are not good, so the share price should not be $200 a share. Anyways, for right now, I will cautiously watch Tesla. I may or may not take some intraday trades, but for right now, it's definitely not something I'm going to put money in for a long term, and we'll see what happens going forward. Again, just want to admit being wrong and take my lumps, own up to my mistake, and move forward. So that's the name of the game in trading. I had a set amount, a set dollar amount that I was willing to put into this trade. I maxed out that position and just let it sit. And now, well, it is what it is. So I'm taking a loss on this unless there's some sort of major development. We'll see what happens going forward. If you have any questions or if you just want to poke fun at my trade here, feel free to in the comments. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I already know that I'm wrong. I can admit it. So good luck next week and have a good weekend.